Ontario University Athletics has more than 4,000 female student athletes getting into the game. Some are playing for the little girl in the stands, aspiring to be a varsity athlete like them. Some are playing for the powerful group of allies that surround them both on and off of the field. And some are playing to show that talent, dedication, and hard work transcend the labels of gender. Many females, however, see their sport journey end during adolescence. For those who continue on, varsity athletics offers opportunity. It offers community. It's a means to not only continue your dream on the court, but excel beyond it. Because some student athletes may be looking to become Olympians and world champions. Some may see their passion for playing turn into a call for coaching. And some may aim to transform their athletics into prominent positions beyond the sporting world altogether. But for whatever their motives or goals, it's important to have the means to pursue them. It's important to feel like you can inspire the little girl in the stands, compete with your teammates, and break down any barriers.
I don't know. Okay. Norm shorts.
Oh my god. Chuckles at her own joke.
It's hilarious.
Hello?
Honestly, I also chuckle at my own joke.
Now, introducing the starting 15 of your Carlton Ravens. Number 1, Anna Morgan.
Taylor. Okay, I'm going to go live. You ready?
Please welcome the officials today, Rob Wilson, John Midland, and Mark Boyle.
Welcome fans all around the RCQ and possibly OUA. We are live here at TAAG Park for the Carleton Ravens versus Montreal Catabank game. So starting off with Montreal possession here. Driving forward, good positive tackle there by, I believe, Lauren Walker. Looking to move the ball wide here by Montreal. Big pressure from Carleton forces the ball to go backwards. And here goes Montreal again, trying to punch it up the middle here. Probably looking to exit their end here soon. Yep, and there goes kick. Nice and wide, recovered by Charlotte Ross for Carleton. And that was a carry by Malak Saiful Nasser. A little bit of a drop there, but it did go backwards, so the play will continue. That was a hard hit there from Montreal by number 10, carrying Landry. And it looks like the ball was knocked forward, so it will be a Montreal scrum. And the ball is in for Montreal, and it does come out, and it's just going, ball ends up going backwards there. Big pressure from Carleton, forces the drop, and it will be a Carleton scrum. So good position here for Carleton. If executed correctly, will result in a try most likely, but we'll see what they got going on.
It's nice to see Carleton keep that pressure up against a team of a little bit more competition. Their last couple of games have been runaways, so this Montreal game is going to be probably a little bit of a closer match. See if they can keep up that spectacular defense.
And as Roberta and I know, it's always been a little bit of a rivalry with Montreal. Just for some reason, that one team that kind of gives us, a little bit of a challenge. So it will be nice to see what they can do today.
The last time these two teams met was last November. Anna and I's last game as Carleton Ravens. We went down to Montreal, went into double overtime, and we won in the last play of the game, actually.
We did.
Went away with a RCQ bronze medal, the best finish in program history. So I'm sure Montreal's coming down here with a little bit of something to prove and some unfinished business, and Carleton's got some honor to defend.
So it looks like Montreal actually ends up stealing that scrum, which is huge for them. So Carleton's going to want to regain possession. That was a tackle made by Maya Adai. She had a big game last weekend, and same with the weekend before, leading try scorer for Carleton. And Carleton does gain that penalty, so it'll be back 10 for Montreal for not releasing. So Carleton's going to look for territory and get that ball further up.
One thing Montreal is known for, no matter the year, is the really hard running lines. They always run onto the ball with a lot of pace and a lot of speed and a lot of aggression. I've been on the receiving end of those quite a few times, as many of us Ravens have, and it's super nice to see Carleton keep the pressure up and meet them halfway off the defensive line.
This is the first team that's given them some pressure so far this season, as their first 2 games, as you said, were a bit of an easier game. So, first big challenge for Carleton here today. Montreal does a good job here of pressuring Carleton, forcing that ball backwards, and still continued pressure onto that 9. So now the 9 is in, so now the forwards are going to have to do something here. And, picked by Charlotte Elliott. And Carleton's moving the ball there in the middle. But Jolie Mason does get brought down there by, I believe it was number 8 on Montreal, Ophelia. A little bit of a run there by Anna Norman. Support's coming in. Now the Carleton's moving the ball back to the right side. Oh, Charlotte Elliott does a good job of getting there in time. But the ball will be given to Montreal. Oh, Charlotte Elliott thought it was for Carleton, but unfortunately she got called for diving. So they will be moving back 10 yards there.
Sometimes in the heat of the moment and heat of the game, you see the ref's arm and it doesn't register that it's the other team's ball and you pick it up anyway. I played rugby for 10 years and there's still some calls that I have to double check with.
So the ball does stay in. So Carleton will look to counterattack here. Carleton's going to want to move the ball out here. Oh, good decision by Vanessa Chiapetta to keep it. And here goes Maya stepping her way through the defenders. Back in the middle. Good cover tackle there by Montreal's 15, but no ruck was made, and that is why she was allowed to continue the play there. Great run by Maya. And the crowd just went wild.
Gotta hand it to Montreal. They are coming off that line just as hard as Carleton is. Again, one thing Montreal is always known for is their hard-hitting tackles.
It's just always such a tough game between Montreal and Carleton, as I said. Not really sure why.
So gritty every year.
Not a crosstown rival, nothing. It's just, we did enter the league the same year as varsity. So we've both been varsity teams for 10 years. Oh, and there goes Maya Dye on another run. So close. She's probably around 2 meters away. So now Carleton's going to have to keep it nice and crisp here to bring it in. And it's not in yet. It did look pretty close. So let's see if they're going to run it in now. Good defense there by Montreal to hold up Carleton there. I believe that was Malak Saiful Nasser running in. And Montreal does hold it up, unfortunately, there. So Malak Saiful Nasser will have to look to get a little lower next time running into that contact.
That's some pretty gritty try-line defense from Montreal.
Now it will be a goal line restart here. It's going to go high and a little short there, and Claire File does catch the ball.
Here's another textbook tackle.
There is a lot of space there on the edge. So Carleton should be looking to execute there on the left.
Just Montreal's coming up with too much pressure right now for them to get the ball out. Carleton's going to have to look to adapt a little bit going forward.
Yeah, unfortunate turnover there. Good tackle there by Madison Kuna. But I think the referee will call the play back for a scrum. I think Carleton thinks it's a penalty, but it will be a scrum for Montreal. Unfortunate little knock there. Just a little bit in the way.
We got a stoppage in play. I'm not sure what's going on. If Montreal's making a substitution, someone's getting treated.
Yeah, it looks like there might be an injury. I believe it's number 7. Oh, no, not number 7. Oh, number 7 is just hanging out over there. I thought she might have been injured, but
Looks like a finger,
can't really
maybe, or
see
a
who
hand.
that is. Yeah.
Nice chance for Carlton to get together and chat about what has to change.
Yeah, they were very close. Just little mistakes, unfortunately.
Carlton's last 2 games have been super dynamic. Our forwards can pass, our backs can pass. I think maybe we just need to take a step back to relieve some pressure and move the ball like we know they can.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, since it is their first more difficult match, obviously there's going to be a lot more pressure than they're used to. They're really going to have to keep their cool, stay disciplined, and just execute the basics if they want to come away with points here.
Let's see a big scrum here.
Looks like Carleton did give a little bit of a push, but Montreal does get the ball out. And there's that little kick from their 10. Recovered by Mariah McLeod there. Good little step. She's going to run through. Lots of support for Carleton there.
That was a great read. It's like Mariah knew where the ball was going before she even left her foot.
Big contact there. Just on that 15, just on the outside of it. Oh, little dummy play by Charlotte Elliott there. And the ball's going to move out wide here. There we go.
There
And there goes Maya Dye on another. Oh, that was a lethal step.
Maya said, I'll take the outside.
Oh, she's so close. Again, just a meter out.
Is there a turnover?
And a turnover by Montreal. Crucial again for them there.
That was a really big contact. That last player that Maya took out there on her way to the try line.
Yeah, the thing is she's so fast, but Carleton really has to support her, else it's just going to be a turnover every time.
I agree.
And looks like Maya dies on the ground. She might need some treatment there.
These Montreal games, man, it doesn't change year to year.
They really don't. But it's games like this where you kind of got to put your emotions aside and just focus on the task at hand. Okay, Maya Dye is up and she is good.
Good sign.
And I think the refs just chatting out what to do next with the linesman there. Looks like it will be a scrum. And put in for Montreal. So it will be a Montreal scrum. Looks like some of the Montreal players also might be getting treated. No. All right, so the ball gets put in here for Montreal. And a call is made against Carleton.
Montreal still has staff in the
driving,
10 zone.
yeah,
A little confusing.
not straight. They weren't driving straight there in the scrum.
Nice tackle.
That was a good tackle there. Charlotte Elliott. She's known for her defense. And the referee will bring back the ball. And I believe it's for Carleton being not 10 from the last penalty.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that's what the call is there. Either that, yeah, I believe so.
Montreal's going to look to find the try or the touch line this time. Get some territory downfield.
Yeah, Carleton really has to clean it up here. And just like that, it's already been 15 minutes. All right, so will be a line out for Montreal. It'll be interesting to see if they can get out of their end there. Carleton's been in their end so far this whole game.
Ooh. Maybe a little bit of wind there. That ball was definitely not straight.
No, but it seems like it was knocked forward by Carleton in the line out. Unless, I'm pretty sure that's what I saw.
It looks like
So
it's a Carlton scrum.
Oh, it is a Carleton scrum. Okay, good.
McKenna Taylor's got the ball.
Yeah, at first the arm left, I kind of looked like it was a scrum to Montreal. That's why I got a little confused.
Don't remember all the line out rules, Anna. You probably know better than me. But
it was
pretty sure
not
the ball has to be in the inside shoulder of the jumper. Is that correct?
inside shoulder of the line out for the team. So
Right.
yes, in between both the teams. So obviously,
Unless the other team doesn't contest. Or am I making that
Exactly.
up? Exactly. Okay.
It's just at first his arm went left, so it looked like it was a put in for Montreal, but
Ooh, scrum is stolen. Ref doesn't like that one.
yeah, it looks like they're going to put it in again.
I feel like Carleton needs a big break here. They need to score at least 5 in the next few minutes just to kind of get the momentum up, bring up the morale.
Sometimes it takes a little bit to get into a game.
Something about playing U to M every year. There's always a little bit of a mental battle even before the game starts. Been there.
And Malak Seyfunasa brings out the ball, but she does not get forward in contact there, so Montreal has turned over the ball. So Carleton needs to adjust here on defense. Great tackle there by Madison Kuna. She's just been phenomenal with her defense. Kind of looked forward a little there, but Montreal does come away with the ball. Great tackle there by Maya Dye, forces the knock on, so it will be a scrum to Carleton. This is exactly what they need. Little momentum change.
Nice positive play. I think I just heard Dave yell on the sideline. That's a rarity.
It is. Probably a little frustrated since they've been in their end for so long and haven't come away with points.
Expectations are high this year for the Ravens, and
Yes.
yeah, I could see Dave might be a little bit frustrated. I mean, Montreal's also looking for a win. Last weekend they came down to Ottawa and they played Ottawa and unfortunately lost their game there. So I'm not sure how the rest of their season has gone so far, but they're probably looking for a W. Looks like the backs have adapted a little bit. They seem to have a little bit more depth off the scrum. Give themselves some more time to get that ball out wide.
That's a better scrum, much better, a lot more stable.
Scrum. Beautiful scrum.
Balls coming out. Oh, there we go.
That's a great
Great
line.
little pass there to Claire File. Trying to hold her up, but she does a good job of getting to ground.
Look at the spaces on the edge of the field.
So it will be a penalty advantage for Carleton here, as Montreal did come offside, just came up a little too early in the line. So that's what that call is for. So penalty advantage, he'll essentially let the play continue, and if they don't excel 10 meters, Anna Norman goes for a run. Unfortunately, not hearing the whistle.
I love the intensity, though.
That's great. I've definitely done that before, and then you kind of look around, you don't see anyone else, and you're like, I don't think this is right.
I remember practicing with Anna Norman. Even sometimes she could get some blinders on when she's really in a zone, and she doesn't always listen. Gotta love her. See if Carlton could get some territory downfield.
So will be a line out for Carleton, just a little outside, I believe the 45 there. Or 34 meters, I think.
35 yards, 30 meters. What's the conversion? I don't know.
On a football field.
Or about a football field.
This is the second year that Carleton is playing here on the, TAAG Park now. Used to be called something else, so it is a little bit of an adjustment for them with the lines and
Wider field.
Exactly.
Bigger field.
Usually play on Ravens Road, so just got to adjust, but great line out there.
Awesome option to go to Walker at the back.
Montreal's trying to hold her up, so Carleton will try and drive her forward, and she does come away with the ball.
Montreal loves that tackle area. They love the breakdown. They love to come through in the breakdown. They love to hit hard, tie the tackler
that was
up,
a good tackle right
tie
there.
the ball carrier up, tie the scrum half up. Always, always, always. Some things don't change. Nice line.
Oh, great line. Madison Kuna. This is her second year with Carleton. I know she used to play for Ottawa, but she's just been killing it here. Always running hard lines, making her tackles. So the referee will bring the ball back. It will be, I believe, a penalty against Montreal. This is really big for Carleton.
I'd be looking to take points if I was Carleton right now.
It is a little far out, but we'll see what they decide. Are they going to go for territory, or are they going to take the kick? Looks like they decided to go for territory.
Their lineups have been pretty solid. That was a good decision.
Mm-hmm. It's getting a little cold here.
It's
at
getting a
TAAG
little
Park.
cold. Yeah, not like last weekend with the gorgeous sun. Stands are full, even though it's very windy and very cold out here.
All right, so this is huge for Carleton. If they can execute this line out and get the ball out, even maybe like one punch up the middle and nice.
I wonder if we'll see
far out.
I wonder if we'll see a maul. Maybe not. They only have 5 in a line. Beautiful line out.
That was a great line out. We're going to look to move the ball here.
See if they can go around the corner.
So
Oh, look at the blind
They
side.
did punch it up the middle there. Yeah.
Look at the space on the blind side.
If only they'd gone right there. Again, just experience, right? They need to see that and call it early there.
It's easy to call it when we're sitting up high for bird's eye view.
That is true.
Carlton's held up just, it looks like about the 3 or 5 meter line.
So they've been held up a couple times here. So
Again,
if I were
Montreal.
Carleton, I'd be looking to maybe try and get it out here now.
They are hitting hard.
Like even look at that little space on the left.
Yeah, I agree.
So maybe Maya Dyed come over on the left here. The Montreal are so focused on that breakdown.
Just a few punches up and
So it will be a penalty against Montreal.
now Carlton's going to go for it. They
And
want
we did
5.
slow the play down a little bit, so unfortunately they couldn't go quickly. But
Even now, look at the space on the edge.
yeah, there we go. There we go.
That's the right choice. One more.
Almost in, so close. And it is in. So Carleton scored their first try of the game.
16 minutes left in the half.
What? Who scored?
I couldn't see it.
I couldn't see.
it. It could have been. I would say so.
So that try was scored by Madison Kuna. It's a little hard to see, but we did get that number and that name. So Vanessa Chiappetta will be looking to make this comfort to add 2 points.
A little bit of a slow start for Carleton, but looks like they've lit a little bit of a fire now. I'm sure Dave has some words out there for him. Great strike.
Beautiful convert. So that will be 7-0 for Carleton, and the crowd is going wild here. Really filled up the stands.
There's a lot of parents and a lot of fellow varsity athletes. Nice to see.
It's really nice to see, yeah. So Montreal will be restarting now. Definitely looking for a little bit of a revenge try here, so we'll see if the intensity stays, goes up.
Sometimes when you get a try kind of under your belt, you can sort of take a deep breath and you're a little less stressed and you can sort of play the game that you're used to
But
playing.
it's almost like you want that fire, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit of fire under your butt to keep going there.
Oh, no. Great recovery by Madison.
So
but
good counter ruck there by Montreal, but Madison Kuna does recover the ball. And Maya Dai is going to just go on another little run here. Her and her little steps. She does manage to stay in.
Again,
And the
stolen
ball
in the
does get
breakdown.
stolen in the breakdown.
Gotta hand it to Montreal. Counter rucks,
I think
man.
that's like their third one. So it is great when, you know, Carleton goes on that run, but like we've said, they have to cover that ball.
Oh, nice tackle by Rachel Getz. Way to meet her off the line.
We kick for Montreal.
Oh. That was a really lucky bounce for Montreal.
Yeah.
The runner is a little
Madison Kuna
isolated.
does a great job of getting back, but unfortunately does not get the ball. So Carleton's got to pressure now, get them out of their end here.
Great tackle by Maya Dai.
Madison Kuna's there, but just not getting the hands on the ball, and that's what's needed here, unfortunately, just grabbing the body. Carleton's really trying to turn over the ball, but I think they just need to be smart on when they choose to do it, because now it will be a penalty against Carleton.
Montreal was playing very quickly, not giving Carleton a lot of time to get reset on the defensive line. They're hungry at that breakdown.
Looks like there was a little bit of a kerfuffle there in the ruck. Brianna Messer seems quite upset. But unfortunately it was not seen, so the play will continue, and it will be a kick for territory here for Montreal. And this is the closest they've been to Carleton's end, so
Montreal is looking to answer.
looks like Charlotte Elliott's discussing something with the referee, maybe about that last breakdown. Carleton's going to have to put a lot of pressure here.
Looks like Montreal's going to go for a maul. It's a 8-woman lineout.
Yep.
Little disagreement over the channel. Not too sure what's going on down there. Set piece stuff was kind of always a mystery to me. Even though I was close to it, there's so much that goes on. I just
There
don't know,
really
man.
is.
I don't know all the rules.
Gotta hand it to the forwards. They got many, many jobs. So yes, it will be a maul. Carleton does a good job of getting in there right away, but it looks like it is moving towards the middle of the field.
We're going a little east-west, but
Montreal's still going. Carleton's got to stop this maul. And the ball looked like it did peel here on the right. Wow. They're still driving forward. Carleton's got to stop that maul. And the ball's out here. They're going to look to pressure up.
nice little loop by the 10.
Great cover tackle there by first-year Charlotte Ross. Carleton's going to try and counter here. Montreal still has the ball. just got to stay disciplined.
Montreal commits quite a few players to the breakdown to secure their own ball.
And this is where the grit truly comes in a rugby game. These pick and goes can last forever. They are super aggressive, just super taxing.
Super painful.
Yes, been in many of those. But Carlton's got to stay patient. There we go, just like that. One low, one high. And hopefully look for the poach. But the ball does come out here for the backs of Montreal. Looks like Maya dives perfectly there for the... she doesn't come out with the ball. So Montreal will keep possession here.
Haven't made a lot of forward progress, though.
Yeah, great job by Carleton here with their defense.
Tacklers will often adopt kind of a 3-point stance on either side of the breakdown when tackles get this close. I'm sure the football players are loving that right now.
You got to keep up that low and high, though, on both sides of the breakdown. And the edge players have to keep their eye on the ball just like that, just because they will run it. So
you give the Montreal fly half any space to take it.
Great poach by Lauren Walker. So she doesn't actually come away with the ball physically, but she basically stops Montreal from placing the ball back. So she has to release in 3 seconds, and if she doesn't, then the ball will be called to the other team. So great job by Carleton here.
That was clutch.
And Carleton will go for territory, but unfortunately Vanessa Chipetta is not able to get the ball out. But great tackle by McKenna Taylor, and it is stolen.
Sophie Neely, I believe.
But it looks like there's a penalty advantage for Montreal here. That's unfortunate. But I didn't quite see what the call was.
I don't know what happened there.
High tackle. So it'll be a high tackle against McKenna Taylor there. So great pressure, but got to stay disciplined, especially when you're still in your end here.
For those watching at home that aren't super familiar with the laws of the game, high tackle is anything above the shoulders in rugby.
The ball stays in again. And looks like Mariah McLeod's going to do a little kick there.
Great way to relieve pressure. Yeah, really good option.
I know that's something she's been working on. Here comes Montreal again, just physically dominating here. And the number 1 does get brought down. You just got to make those tackles early. Can't be allowing players to be running like that. But great job from Montreal, just making territory. And the play will be stopped by the referee. I believe he's chatting with both teams about something. Just can't tell from here.
These are very familiar situations against the University of Montreal. Been there quite a few times.
So it looks like it will be a scrum from Montreal.
We got about 7 minutes left on the clock here at TAAG Park. Might be a couple more on the ref's watch, but I'll see if Carleton can hold them off for another 7 or so minutes of playtime.
It's hard to see what happened in that last play there, because I'm pretty sure Montreal did have the ball, and it was, I guess, knocked on maybe by Carleton in the ruck.
Sometimes even if you're on the field, you don't even know what happened.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is a great attacking set piece for Montreal. Great position. They can do a lot here. Either have a pick to the right, maybe have an inside line running in. Maybe they're going to go out wide right away.
The 15 for Montreal's had a decent game so far. Lots of really strong running
She's
lines.
very good.
Looks like the ball might go out there.
She was a powerful player in their game against Uottawa last weekend, so she's a great addition to their team there this year.
Going to go with an 8 pick.
And then they're going to move it out wide, or try to at least. And then number 15,
Maya Dye stole the ball.
Oh, great poach there by Maya Dye. But unfortunately, after the poach, it will be a call against Carleton. Being offside, I believe. And Montreal's going to move the ball out wide there. But she does get brought down by Charlotte Ross.
A little bit more width and they would have been gone.
Yes. Carleton's got to refocus here. Be nice and strong on defense. Oh, there we go. Great drive by Carleton there. Good double tackle. Looks like Montreal's getting set to play it out. So Carleton on the edges here. The centers need to be talking. Right now they're not talking as much. Need to be talking to watch that ball coming out. And it will be another penalty against Carleton.
I have no idea what that call was either. So hard to tell. It's got to be very frustrating. It's exhausting playing defense this much.
And yep, they're passing it to their number 8 there, Ophelia Poisson-Vecieux. If I correctly pronounce. She's definitely the big runner for Montreal.
Ophelia and I had a couple run-ins last
year
playing each other. Yeah, as an 8 and 9, you become quite familiar.
Great little chop tackle there by Lauren Walker. Montreal's very compressed in the middle, so great double tackle there. But unfortunately, it will be again a same penalty brought back, but I think it was for a high tackle this time. And the referee is talking to the captain there, Charlotte Elliott. And Montreal decides to play it. Great tackle there by Madison Kuna, as I mentioned, just phenomenal. Oh, okay. Oh, Charlotte Elliott, man, she just poaches the ball. That's her job. I remember she was huge for us last year with that role.
Hey, Charlotte's been around a while. She knows the history with Montreal. She's played it as well.
She's also just a very smart player.
Agreed.
Very smart player.
Agreed.
So Carleton will decide to play it here. And I think they'll be looking to exit. They do have Vanessa Chiappetta set up in the back. But somehow Montreal comes away with the ball. And then somehow Vanessa Chiappetta comes away with the ball.
What is going on down there?
I have no idea. That was something else. Emotional roller coaster for us up here. And the fans as well. They don't even know what's going on. All right, so if I were Carleton here, I'd look to exit here. So I think that's what they are trying to set up, which is what they were trying to set up last time.
Hard to say if they're outside their 22.
They just have to set up a breakdown, that's all. And the ball gets brought back for a penalty against Montreal.
Lauren Walker looks like she's down.
I cannot see what the call is for.
Carlton must have had the advantage.
Really putting us through
Montreal.
a ringer here,
Montreal lost it. There's a Montreal player without a shoe on.
Oh, somehow I missed that as well. Holy smokes, there's a lot going on.
It's a wild west down there. Do you remember when Rachel Getz lost her cleat in the middle of the game?
I do remember that. That was, I believe, our 4th year, 2019.
Except she threw it off the field and kept playing.
Love that. Just fully committed. So it looks like Carleton will try and go for territory here, which is a good choice to just get out of their end. They've been in their end a little, I think, longer than obviously they would like to be. So
yeah, playing almost a solid 5 full minutes of defense. So this will be a nice relief. Whew, my heart is pounding.
Yeah, it really had us on the edge of our seats there for a second.
Rodney the Raven has made an appearance field side.
Oh yes, the Ravens mascot. So will be a line out for Carleton just on the 42 there. They're going to go up at the front, and unfortunately it is not straight. So the first jumper caught it with her outside hand, which right away for a referee, that's a signal that it's not straight, unfortunately.
Got under a minute left on the clock here at TAAG Park.
Carleton really has to clean it up here and just execute. probably around a minute and a half left of play. So Montreal will be putting in the ball and see what they're going to come away with here.
If you're
They're also set up pretty deep.
Agreed, yeah. I feel like they've always played like that.
So the ball's going to come out. And I believe it was a winger coming in, their blindside winger. Or their 15. Nope, blindside winger.
Nice little miss pass.
A tackle by Sophie Neely. Yeah, Carlton's got to keep coming up and pressuring here, just like they did at the beginning of the game. It's kind of slowing down a little bit. So will be a knock-on by Montreal. And I believe that will be half. So 7-0 for Carleton at half. I'll see how the second half goes.
What do you think Dave's going to say inside?
Better defense, just harder pressure, making sure making their tackles. A couple missed tackles there. I mean, it was a little frantic, but obviously if someone, is a little bit bigger than you want to get a little lower, get them down right away, and that way you have support right there to jackal and turn over the ball.
Agreed. Probably looking to play with a little bit more discipline. It's hard to say what some of the calls were. We can't really tell from up here.
I think just for them, just executing basics is the big thing. Montreal is actually is the reverse and doing a good job of executing their basics, and that's why they're coming away with so much territory and space. But Carlton's doing a good job of stopping them. That's why they haven't scored. So they just have to do an even better job on defense.
I think Carleton right now is playing Montreal's game. Montreal very much has control over the game, even if the scoreboard doesn't necessarily reflect that. Montreal's playing at their pace, how they like to play, which is gritty, tough, up the center, lots of players in the breakdown. Carleton needs to play their game, which is wider, dynamic, faster on the edges of the field.
Exactly. So we'll be around 9 minutes here left of just the halftime, so we'll be back then.
Yeah, thank you for joining us.
Ontario University Athletics has more than 4,000 female student athletes getting into the game. Some are playing for the little girl in the stands, aspiring to be a varsity athlete like them. Some are playing for the powerful group of allies that surround them both on and off of the field. And some are playing to show that talent, dedication, and hard work transcend the labels of gender. Many females, however, see their sport journey end during adolescence. For those who continue on, varsity athletics offers opportunity. It offers community. It's a means to not only continue your dream on the court, but excel beyond it. Because some student athletes may be looking to become Olympians and world champions. Some may see their passion for playing turn into a call for coaching. And some may aim to transform their athletics into prominent positions beyond the sporting world altogether. But for whatever their motives or goals, it's important to have the means to pursue them. It's important to feel like you can inspire the little girl in the stands, compete with your teammates, and break down any barriers to get to where you want to be. And above all else, it's important to remember that we are one.
Toys. All the beats are blue. Skittles. I would buy some money of dollars, and I would buy how many? It would be 5. A Lego set.
I would buy like $100 painting and like hang it up in my room.
A car. Don't play with your friends unless you ask your parents. Be helpful with my mom and papa.
There's no rules.
No kicking.
Only broccoli for them and candy for us.
Taking care of your kids.
Candy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Don't stress me out. I would choose, I can control everything with my mind because it's smart. And if you want to score a goal in soccer, you just look at the ball and then run to the net.
The power to make better powers.
I think teleportation because I don't really like driving to Toronto and stuff. It's really long. Unlimited wishes because I could just have any superpower. I would want to fly so I could wish around fastly instead of having to make lines.
Ontario University Athletics has more than 4,000 female student athletes getting into the game. Some are playing for the little girl in the stands, aspiring to be a varsity athlete like them. Some are playing for the powerful group of allies that surround them both on and off of the field. And some are playing to show that talent, dedication, and hard work transcend the labels of gender. Many females, however, see their sport journey end during adolescence. For those who continue on, varsity athletics offers opportunity. It offers community. It's a means to not only continue your dream on the court, but excel beyond it. Because some student athletes may be looking to become Olympians and world champions. Some may see their passion for playing turn into a call for coaching. And some may aim to transform their athletics into prominent positions beyond the sporting world altogether. But for whatever their motives or goals, it's important to have the means to pursue them. It's important to feel like you can inspire the little girl in the stands, compete with your teammates, and break down any barriers to get to where you want to be. And above all else, it's important to remember that we are one.
$100 toys.
All the pizza in the world. Skittles.
I would buy some money of dollars, and I would buy how many? It would be 5. A Lego set.
I would buy $100 painting and hang it up in my room.
A car.
Don't play with your friends unless you ask your parents.
Be helpful with my mom and papa.
There's no rules.
No kicking.
Only broccoli for them and candy for us.
Taking care of your kids.
Candy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Don't stress me out.
And we are back at TAAG Park for a second half here of the Carleton Ravens versus Montreal Catabank game. And the score is currently at 7-0 for Carleton. So Carleton starting off with possession here, trying to get it out. Maya Dai's step again. But I think a little bit, she cut Malak Saiful-Nasser off a little bit there. She had stayed a little squared. I think they would have had more space. But oh my gosh,
Lauren Walker.
Here comes Lauren Walker. Oh, MVP last year for Carleton. So, yep, not surprised there.
Try and stop her.
But that's the thing is they know about Lauren. They obviously know about Maya Dai, so they are trying to pressure them early. So I think they have to be even more dynamic and maybe put them more into space there. And the ball awkwardly comes out there, but it does get picked up by Vanessa Chiapetta. That looked a little, early for me. But
A little early. I would have had some complaining to do, definitely to the referee. But I complained all the time.
There's
honestly.
Maya Dai again with her step. Just, oh my gosh. She's always like 2 meters away from the try line.
She's hungry.
But there is a penalty advantage.
See if Carlton can execute here. See if they can recognize
Take
an overlap or
advantage.
two.
Oh, good height. I think that was Madison Kuna. Oh, and it's in from Malak Saiful-Nasser. I don't even think she realized she was in.
Gotta love the reaction of the girls on the field.
I do miss that, I'm not going to lie.
That's a good feeling right there. What a way to open the half. Way to go.
And that's exactly what they need, just to keep up that momentum. And I do think there actually was a substitution made at half, because I do see that Mavis Meadows is in.
Looks like she took off Rachel Getz.
And Mavis Meadows is wearing number 17. So Rachel Getz, who's playing number 6, is off now.
Whatever the coaches said to them in the change room at halftime must have worked.
Well, Vanessa Chiapetta will be taking the convert here. It's a decently far kick, but she's made further kicks before.
I know she's been putting in a lot of work with her conversions this season.
But just like we talked about last time, just a different setup than normal converters.
I love it.
But she has a powerful boot, so if that's what works for her, then that's what works.
Kicking conversions is like shooting free throws in basketball. It has to be very mechanical, the same thing every single time.
Mm-hmm. And it's going to be short, I think. Yeah, just a little short.
Just got a little bit underneath it, I think.
Yeah. So the score will sit at 12-0 for Carleton. Montreal is going to restart. Nice high kick. And it will be unfortunately dropped by Brianna Messer.
Straight down? No, ref didn't like that one.
So it will be a scrum for Montreal.
Super off topic, but do you notice how many orange and yellow cleats Carleton has this year? Everyone's wearing neon cleats.
Yeah, that is.
Neon cleats are back in.
I've never had that before.
I used to wear black or white.
Yeah. Oh, we had matching ones last year.
They were gorgeous.
A 9 playing with hybrid cleats.
It's like the whole
Love
pack said, let's get orange cleats this year.
The ball gets put in. Good drive by Carleton here.
Lots of pressure.
Montreal's having a hard time
That
getting the ball out, but the
out.
ball does fly out there, just in between the 8's legs there. And it does come out. Maya Dai with the cover tackle. Great tackle. And she's also trying to counter by herself. And Montreal does get the ball out to their edge there.
That's a really nice offload.
Great tackle there. But I think it will be a penalty. Not sure what that was. Maybe a high tackle.
I think you're right.
That was against Maya Adai.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes when
high
you
tackle.
get caught in those situations where you're making crossfield tackles, you start.
It
You
just-
can't
don't
drop your
get-
level as much,
yeah,
right? So
But gotta clean that up because look at where they are now just from that one tackle. It looks like Montreal's going to look to maul again because they were pretty successful last time because they have all 7 in there. They're going to jump at the front.
Ooh.
And she kind of peels away early. Carlton's really got to get around and get back to driving back.
There's a
And
counter push.
here's that little drive, but they're still moving forward. They got to drive her out of bounds at this point. She's so close to the edge. Still driving. And it is going to be held up. Great defense here
it's almost
by
impossible
Carleton.
to get the ball to the ground when you collapse them all like that.
Exactly.
It's impossible to get the ball back. It's impossible to get it down.
I think they were hoping for kind of like a clearing to drop that ball there, but at that point, you might as well just move it. You have everyone set and ready to go. So it will be a goal line drop for Carleton. And number 10, Vanessa Chiappetta, will be taking it. She's going to go high and short a little bit there
short,
to
yeah.
the, yeah. Oh, that was a huge tackle.
Crowd love that one.
Holy smokes, I didn't even see who that was by. A little ankle tap there by Vanessa Chiappetta. And off goes number 10 trying to get through, and that is Kedian Landry. And it looks like Montreal's going to pick here. That was a good little drive there. I actually think that was by Montreal's 15.
Yeah, I was just about to say that as well.
Tatiana Joseph. She's definitely a threatening player for them. They try and pick short, but Maya Dai does a good job of stopping that, but she needs to get out of that breakdown. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on there, but the linesman is not calling anything. But it will be
I think Maya got stepped
I
on.
think she did get stepped on.
Fans are not
Crowd,
happy.
yeah, the crowd is not happy about that call there.
There was definitely a boot to the face in that breakdown.
So it will be a kick for touch there by Montreal.
Too bad we don't have a TMO, eh?
Yeah, that'd be nice. So Montreal's just deciding what to do here. I think they're probably going to go for a maul.
Maya's having a word with the referee. It's very hard to keep your cool when you talk to the ref
Yes.
after something like that, especially when it happens to you.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Will you
Getting
please watch for
stepped
this?
on is no fun.
It's tough.
Great job by Carleton trying to keep them out here, but they are driving forward. Kind of hauled there. It's always hard to see where the ball is, and the ball gets kind of knocked forward, so it will be a scrum for Carleton. Good defense there, even after having that little, incident, so it's good that they're able to kind of reset and focus on what's next. So the ball gets put in here for Carleton. Oh, great pick by Malak Saiful Nasser.
Awesome decision.
They're going to set a platform here, most likely. Going to look to exit. A little short there. Montreal does retrieve it.
Oh.
Great tackle by Anna Norman.
Great double tackle.
It is getting a little physical between the two teams. And I know how frustrating it is, but Carleton's got to keep their cool.
Fans are not happy here at TAAG Park this evening.
Not happy at all. A little too aggressive sometimes, I think, by Montreal, but it is up to the ref at the end of the day. So it will be a penalty against Carleton. And the fans are not happy, not at all. And I'm not too sure what the call was, as he did not show us, unfortunately, but it will be territory for Montreal. And they'll be around 10 meters out from Carleton's end zone there.
So it reminds me of playing at Montreal. Their fans are very passionate, and they get very, very loud.
Passionate. Looks like Maya Dai is having some trouble. She's taking a knee.
I think her face probably.
Yeah, getting stomped in the face like that must not feel good. I think she's going to continue.
Charlotte Elliott having some words with the referee as well.
Looks like Montreal's going to do the same thing again, which is maul. So Carleton needs to stop this early before. Yeah, there we go. There's good contact right there. But Montreal's going to look to move it right. And there is a little bit of a peel. Carleton's trying to hold them up. And looks like Montreal's going to move it out.
Huge tackle by Mariah McLeod.
Tackle, wow.
Huge play there, huge play. It did look like the Montreal player kind of jumped into her tackle.
Into her, yeah.
It was a bit dramatic, but wow.
The fans love that
There's
one.
a lot of air.
Wow, I think the Carleton men's rugby team is here, and they're being
Making
very
their
loud.
presence known.
And Montreal's just picking here, trying to get closer and closer. That's the thing with these pick and goes, just little inch by inch, but can't really see what's going on. And it looks like the referee's gonna call a penalty against Montreal for not rolling away.
It did look like the Montreal player, she kind of jumped over her own player to go forward with the ball, and which is not allowed.
So after you do place the ball in rugby, you do have to get up and get out of the way. You can't just lie there because it doesn't.
It's almost kind of like an obstruction, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Kind of stops the play from happening. So, and it kind of prevents the defense from doing their job.
Unfortunate knock on. Nerves, man.
That's really unfortunate. So looks like there will be a scrum for Montreal. So Carleton's going to have to do a good job in the scrum to hopefully maybe win the ball in the scrum. That'd be huge. But if not, then stop that 8-man from picking, because that's probably what's going to happen here.
It almost feels like I'm down there. I can feel the fire.
I know
I'd be
exactly
feeling
what you
right
mean.
now. Carlton's got the crowd behind them. Looks like the men's rugby team. Shout out.
And there goes the 8. Great job by Jolene Mason.
Great read.
Looks like Montreal's going to try and play it out. They get an offload off. Their 10 does a really good job of distributing the ball for them. And I think that's what they're trying to do, is just get it out to the edges.
Yeah.
I feel like Carleton Montreal plays a pretty similar game in that sense of like utilizing their forwards and backs. I can see great job by Lauren Walker keeping the ball up there. I'm not sure what happened here.
Turnover.
Carleton turned the ball over. This is huge for them after unfortunately dropping that ball earlier. So this is exactly what they needed. So they just got to get it out. And unfortunately the ball was just not the best pass there. And now Montreal has the ball.
Just a miscommunication.
That's the thing. When you're in your end in that case, you got to just tighten up.
Simple rugby.
Simple rugby. The pass should be no more than maybe a meter or two.
We always say you have to see the whites of their eyes before you give them a pass.
And Montreal's going to go for those picks again. Just inch by inch moving forward. And there will be a penalty against Montreal for not releasing. And I'm not sure who got that, but
Carlton's got to clear
Carleton's
got to clear this ball. Vanessa Chipetas needs to kick it out of bounds.
Wouldn't be surprised if it was Charlotte Elliott again. She just knows when to get in there and poach the ball, so.
We're already about halfway through the second half. We got about 22 minutes left here on the clock.
Okay, so will be a line out for Carleton, and Madison Kuno will be throwing the ball in here. Looks like they have a 5-woman line out.
Got a substitution on the field. Looks like Delisha Dixon is in for Charlotte Ross.
Yes, Delisha Dixon's a seasoned veteran. She played a couple years at Algonquin College in the 7s OCAAs. And then she came to Carleton just a few years ago. So the ball gets turned over there, and Montreal does come away with the ball. It's unfortunate for Carleton this game. Just the set piece is just not where it should be. So it looks like it is a penalty though. And Malak Seyfulnasser gets the ball. Looks like there's just always some physical problem around the breakdown there, and I'm not too sure what's going on.
Referee's having some words with the captain of the Carabin.
Yeah, I believe that's number 2, Samantha Albert. She's also been around for a long time. I know we've played against her
for a while.
For a long time, so must be maybe her last year.
It's all about discipline.
So I think Carleton's going to make the decision to play here. So like I said, you just got to tighten up, keep it crisp, set a platform, and exit. Because unless they do end up just playing here. Because
Lauren Walker said, "Get off of me." Oh, great run by Jolene.
Anna Norman doing a great job of cleaning out the breakdowns, though. She's really been trying to secure it there for Carleton. So the ball will get brought back. Not too sure what that was there, but
hopefully they take the line out here. Looks like they're going to go for touch.
Yeah. But like I said, you just got to, keep it crisp, nice and simple. when things aren't working, that's when you want to keep it simple. So it will be a lineup for Carleton here, just a little over half into Montreal's end here. So let's see what they're going to do.
Addison Kuna's got a really steady throw.
She does, yes. But I'm not too sure what happened last time with the lineup, so.
Oh, Carlton gets them with the fake, and they're across the channel.
So that will be a half-arm penalty for Carleton.
Wow, that was a great sell by Brianna
Yes.
Messer. Great sell.
So a half-arm penalty for those watching who may not be aware, but so it's a penalty awarded to the team, but they cannot kick straight out. So they'll have to play or they can kick, but it has to stay inbound.
I almost don't really understand the point of a half arm.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. And the ball is out, and that's a great job there by Montreal, pressuring the 9 there.
Great job, McKenna, though. She's sitting on her feet, and there was 3 tacklers trying to get her
They're
down.
going to look to pick here. They're kind of just not getting out of the way, Montreal. Like, they're making their tackle and just not rolling away.
Yeah.
Or, like, the person who's coming in to poach is just not showing that clear release.
Another
Lauren Walker is just so physical here.
Montreal's tackles are getting a little high there.
Lauren Walker, I think, is just angry. She's just plowing through.
I've seen that body language before.
Yep. Montreal is doing a good job of coming up and pressuring. A little bit of a swing tackle there. I
hate those.
Being a player, I hated those. Maya's trying to step her way to create some space there. See, it would have been nice. They got everyone over if they had just gone flow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You sound like a scrum half.
I've dabbled maybe here and there in a few different positions. Okay, so Carleton will be awarded the try. What am I saying? The penalty. Getting ahead of myself. I'm literally on the edge of my seat.
I know, same.
But I'm also cold, so I can't tell it's jitteries from what, but obviously both.
Hopefully Carlton's going to take the line out, and refs having another word with the captain for Montreal.
It's even like emotional for us sitting up here, watching this game. As we said, like it's just been this weird kind of rivalry going on between Montreal and Carleton for years since we've been playing. So in our first year in 2016, there was a tie. Second year we beat them by maybe 3 points. Third year beat them by around 10 points. Fourth year actually beat them by a decent amount. But
Yeah,
the consolation finals. And then obviously last year they beat us at home in our home opener, which was unfortunate. But we went there, beat them, and then got to play them in the bronze medal match there. So we know how frustrating it is to play against them. So we can almost like feel that energy from the girls in the field. So
My blood pressure is elevated.
but all I know, like I said, you got to keep your cool, get it together.
And the most disciplined team is going to win.
Is going to win,
for sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
And obviously, like it's frustrating when the other team, is doing certain things and the calls aren't there. But you have to be the better team and just stay the most disciplined. So Vanessa Chiapetta is going to go for territory here.
Great kick. That's a great spot.
All right, so let's see what Carleton's going to do here. They're in a perfect spot to attack. And it looks like they are going to do a 6-woman line-out.
Mal?
Oh, 7. There we go. Didn't see Malaxi Filnesser there. Yeah, most likely going to look to Maul. Jump at the front, down. But
not straight.
Unfortunately, it wasn't straight.
The crowd is expressing their
So
displeasure with
will
that
be
call.
a scrum towards Montreal. That is very unfortunate.
That was a great position.
It was a great position, but like we said, unfortunately, these set piece is just not going their way tonight. You can see the frustration in Brianna Messer. She's talking to Lauren Walker. All right, so it will be a scrum for Montreal. But if Carleton can have a big scrum here and just blow them back a bit, maybe win the penalty just to regain possession. But Montreal is going to look to exit here because they definitely don't want to be in this position. I think the referee's just going to restart the scrum there.
I think Montreal's made a substitution at 9.
I believe so. It's hard to read the numbers here.
I think I see number 20.
20, yeah, I believe so. Let's see who that is. That is Valerie Courtmanche Martel. So yes, she is in for number 9. Not too sure what's going on, but the referee's not really happy with the scrums, and it looks like Lauren Walker is down. Front row, if you're a rugby player, no matter who says what, front row is the hardest position to play. It truly is. It's the most physical position. And I know Lauren, yeah, she'll be good hopefully, but unfortunately sometimes improper binds, early hit kind of wrong way to go in, you know, sometimes shoulder might not be good, but looks like she is okay, which is a good thing. So he will recall a scrum. 3rd time's a charm.
It's getting pretty cold out here. The sun is down. The lights are out.
Yeah, it's quite chilly.
Little Saturday night lights.
Can already see the scrum had wheeled a bit before the ball even got put in, but Carleton did a great job of driving there, and unfortunately McKenna Taylor isn't able to get the ball, but they do flood the breakdown. Really messy there. Montreal does secure, but I think it is poached by Carleton. And it looks like the referee's not happy with Montreal, and it looks like a card will be awarded here. Or awarded. Maybe I should have used that choice of words.
What did you say? Awarded?
I said awarded, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it that. Given?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that is a yellow card to, I believe, number 6, Carolyn Lariviere. So in rugby, a yellow card is a 10-minute sin bin, which means the player has to go at the edge, at the end of the field. Wow, the crowd's going wild. It's almost hard to speak. So yes, usually it will be at the very end or on the sidelines, and she will be out for 10 minutes.
Usually have to stand on the other team's end zone.
Just under the uprights,
under the uprights, yeah. Affectionately, yeah, called a sin bin.
Yes.
Like a penalty box.
So
way cooler name.
Montreal will be down a person for 10 minutes. So, I mean, this is the perfect time to take advantage for Carleton. It looks like they will go here and just drive it up the middle. But the referee has called something.
I think it's a scrum.
Maybe a forward pass.
Hard to say.
Very unlucky tonight for Carleton. There's just been some calls that unfortunately have just stopped their momentum, but this is when they have to dig deep and regain it.
Montreal going to have to bring in a back to play second row or flank, right?
No, so usually when that happens, they'll probably lose a flank.
I just saw back run into the forward pack, so.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, usually you just lose a flank and have your open side flanker and the 8-man because your blind side flanker isn't really needed. But I guess they want their blind side flanker there, so that means they'll be short a winger.
Interesting.
Yeah, it just depends per team, but I know in the past we usually just lose the blind side flanker. And
Huge
Carleton,
drive.
huge drive by Carleton in the scrum.
Blew that scrum right up.
And they did, I thought they gained possession there, but Montreal still has it somehow.
Either way.
That was a huge scrum for Carleton.
Yeah, Montreal got nothing off that scrum.
And I think Montreal's going to look to pick here to draw a couple players in and then look to exit. But it looks like a player for Montreal is down.
Calling for the ATs.
Athletic therapist for those of you watching who
yes.
might not know.
I can't tell who's down there. Who is that?
No, I can't tell from what number. So both teams are going to have a chance to just kind of regroup and chat about what they want to do better. But that half went really quick.
I know.
Just under 10 minutes left. And the Montreal player is up, but it looks like she will be coming off. So Montreal will be having to make a substitution. But I did not see who went on. It's kind of hard to see from here just because they're wearing blue and white stripes and their numbers are white, so it's a little hard to see from here.
She looks to be cradling her arm a little bit. Hopefully she's all right.
So not too sure what is going on in those scrums. Maybe the wrong setup, improper bind. There's a lot of things that could not be going right there, but the referee is going to see maybe from a different side.
It's hard this late in the game, especially when you're fatigued. It's cold. You get tired.
It is really cold. It's getting into that point of the season where it starts to get a lot colder for the games, especially at this hour. And there goes Carleton driving their scrum back.
Oh, loose
McKenna
ball.
Taylor's just short again. The ball comes out the side there.
That's some great pressure from McKenna Taylor.
It is. But it looks like it will be a diving penalty against Carleton, unfortunately. So they just got to make sure they stay on their feet when they go in. It is hard when, you know, you're trying to fly in for support, but you got to keep your feet.
That ball's going to stay in.
No, it does come.
Does not.
Yeah, just out.
You know, I always find it funny when they call diving in rugby, because I feel like when you watch men's rugby, everybody dives.
Yeah, that is very
And
accurate.
they never call it.
say
They never
anything.
call it. Interesting.
That is interesting. But I know that's a rule that's been more kind of implemented and
You're
looked
right.
at just
Yeah,
in the
you're
last
right.
couple years. So what we mean by that is when you go in to ruck over the ball and over the player, you have to keep your feet and stay standing. As soon as you're falling onto your hands, that is called diving. And Montreal does come away with the line out.
Ooh, blocked
And
kick.
a little block kick there. But it looks like, oh yeah, I guess, yeah, that'd be a knock-on for Carleton. So it will be a scrum for Montreal.
You know, we haven't seen Carlton actually kick today.
No, not really.
To attack.
They ended up playing it
A lot of ball in
the
hands,
time.
yeah. Sometimes when you play against a team with a really fast kind of blitz style defense, kicking over top of their heads kind of forces them to be a little bit more hesitant off the
I
line.
think so, yeah. So it's
Wonder if that's something they'll look to
interesting.
implement next week against you Ottawa?
No, I believe they're traveling to Laval next week.
Laval.
The U-Ottawa game will be, I believe, October 30th, so the day before the football Panda game.
Right.
Yes.
Friday
And
Night
then,
Lights.
I believe, yeah, Friday Night Lights, Saturday would be the football game. And then I believe men's rugby as well is playing that weekend, Carleton versus U-Ottawa. So it'll be a good weekend next,
Big old
2
triple
weeks
header.
or so.
Mm-hmm.
And the fans are just going crazy here. It's really nice to see how many fans have come out to support on the Saturday night game.
Just under 4 minutes left to play here at TAAG Park.
So they are still down a player, Montreal. So, like I said earlier, Carleton really needs to capitalize on this and just execute while they have that extra player.
I can feel the players' frustration. This kind of rugby really sucks. It's stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go.
You just can't build
Just
momentum
can't. You
with
can't
that.
get anything going. It's just constantly whistles. It's cold. You're tired. You'd probably like to see the score a little bit higher, but I'm sure they're waiting for that whistle to blow.
Oh. And the Montreal players kind of rolls out there. I'm not sure what that was. It looks like the ref is going to call back the scrum for a reset. Ball gets put in for Montreal. Carleton's still driving them back, but the ball does manage to come out.
Oh,
I believe that was
McKenna
by
Taylor
number
made that
7.
tackle.
Yeah, and it was number 7, Isabelle Cronier, who took that out for Montreal. And they're going to pick up the middle there. Just trying to set up that platform probably to exit.
Carlton just a solid wall.
Charlotte Elliott looking for that poach as she gets it.
As she does. As she does.
Oh my gosh.
We got Poacher of the Year award.
That would be her. And for a lock too. Usually, you see like the back row. Usually a good poachers, but she is just phenomenal. And it looks like the sin bin is over. So Montreal managed to eat up those 10 minutes and keep Carleton out of their end. Unfortunate for Carleton, but
Carlton's going to take the points.
yeah, that is pretty far. But we know that Vanessa Chiapetta has made those kicks before.
Yeah,
So
straight down the center is kind
a
of
lot
her
of
wheelhouse.
pressure, but
Yeah. So the ball will be live if it bounces off the goalposts or
just a
isn't
miss.
made.
yeah.
Um,
So Carleton has to be ready to keep playing if they do miss.
cheerleaders are cheering during the kick. Oh. Oh, Lord.
Ravens Rhythm is just excited to be cheering for Carleton, but they just unfortunately don't know that when taking a placement kick, usually it has to be silent.
Nice strike. Short.
And it will
The
be
ball is
short,
live.
so
The ball
it
is
is
live.
live.
Montreal seemed a little stunned there. Accuracy is dead on.
Just short. Just a bit more power, maybe different setup. Montreal's making some yards there.
We are out of regulation time, at least on our clock. Not sure what the referee has on his watch.
But Montreal's still fighting. They're trying to get points up. And
blocked
perfectly
kick.
blocked kick by McKenna Taylor and Brianna Messer, I believe.
Wow.
Would have been great if they regained possession there, but unfortunately the balance wasn't in their favor. And
a penalty
for Carleton. Who was that who poached it?
I didn't see.
I believe it was Mohawk Seifelmaster, and they're going to go for points. Perfect choice there. And it will be Vanessa Chiappetta taking that points kick again. So if she does make this convert, it will be 3 points added to Carleton's score.
McKenna Taylor having a great game on defense.
She really is, and she's only in the second year and new position, so
I'm a little biased because she plays scrum half, but and she's from the Belleville area.
that is true. A mini bird.
There's a few of us from around there. Got some Napanee girls, a couple Belleville girls.
And the kick is good, and that will be 15-0 for Carleton.
That'll be game.
And I believe that is game.
Oh yeah, that's a nice celebration.
I think that is the first time in a very long time that Carleton has not let Montreal score on them.
I think you're right.
I think ever, at least in the last 6 years.
I think you're right.
Yep. So big shutout for Carleton. Obviously, it would have been nice to have a few more points up there, but with all things considered, all these situations that they had, I think they did a good job, and they were able to come away with no points scored against, and that is huge right now. So
super gritty game as always.
And it will be 15-0 to end off the game here at TAAG Park with the Carleton Ravens versus Montreal Carabin. So make sure you tune in. We'll be back at TAAG Park October 8th. Carleton Ravens will be playing the Concordia Stingers at 6 p.m. So you make sure you tune in for the live stream again, and we'll see you then.
Thank you for joining us.